Okay, so welcome to my tutorials how to make Black Mesa cooperative server for Black Mesa Deathmatch. So it's more easy to handle guide from inspired from that guide from Steam. So the first step here, as you can see, is to use PowerShell as regular user. You go in the wishes folder. That's one thing. Then you launch PowerShell again as administrator, and so on the right side, PowerShell as admin, you do this command. You select A, and then you can exit. So it will allow script to be running fine. And so I'm gonna already copy the code for install SSM. That's one thing. And the next step is gonna be to open the port on your modem. Set up your modem, application, port forwarding. And for the example, I will use custom port forwarding. Instead of default, I'm gonna use a custom one to be sure to not conflicting with anything. So as you can see, I'm using UDP and TCP for both. That one is for the game server and RCON protocol, and that one is for the Steam server master listing. And you save. One thing you need to know is to the the IP here on the right side here must match your IPv4 address from there to be working. So it's the local IP of your machine. So when it's done, you can save and quit the modem, and then we're gonna go back on the Windows Powershell Windows, which is still loading the SSM project right on your computer in the download folder. So as you can see, it just finished loading. You press enter 1. You can make the size larger of the windows to not have any issue with it. Then you copy that command to unblock the file, and then you can use this command SSM menu /SSM menu, which gonna leads you to the install process. So the first step to do is to install Black Mesa Deathmatch. So you're gonna select Black Mesa Deathmatch from the listing. It's gonna prompt you for you say yes for connecting anonymously to the login of SIM. You press enter, and then it's gonna take some time to load the game file. In the meantime, we're gonna wait. As you can see here, that's the server location will be there. Alright, the loading is almost finished. So you press enter, it auto detect the right IP. So press enter once. Here for the example, I've changed the IP, the port for the game port. So I'm using the custom one. Here for the example, I'm using a random password for the RCON, but it should be a strong one. SSM. Yeah. Okay. 4 slots. For the map name, you can check the map name here on the how to play co-op through scope mod guide. You pick up the map name here from the start, the launch parameter start. Then here gonna be the same one as I made in the setting previously. This one is not used anyway, so it can be default. So then, well, that's one thing. You go in the folder installation. The next step is to you have a map list exe. You take every map which start by BM underscore like this. You copy, and then in the CFG folder there is a map list exe. You remove the match map and replace by all the BM underscore one. You save it, and then in the meantime we're gonna open the SSM menu again and do install mod BMS through scope. You select enter. It's gonna grab the GitHub project, source mode and meta mode wide version for you automatically. As you can see, we can even check here. As you can see, it's loading the right version recommended by the dev team. So the 7163. Let's wait for it to finish. And then we can already edit the server configuration file. In the meantime, if you want it to have a password, you can put a password like anything you want. This one time limit should be 0 and frag limit 0 as well. We're gonna add a new line here and add LP team play 1, and we can save it. The MP team play 1 is here from here. Very useful for the co-op mod actually. And then it's done. So he made the installation for you. So now we can start the server once. You're gonna prompt you for adding firewall rule set. You say yes, allow access. As you can see, source mode has been updated. Please reload or restart your server. So what we can do here is do the system menu restart again. We're gonna shut down the process. So it's stopping the server for you. I'm gonna relaunch it again. Okay, so here we are. We have our working server. We can now check here that the server is running. We can put the random password here. You can save it with that tool and type status. Then listen to see everything, like to check if everything is working fine. And as you can see, all the plugins are properly installed and is running the latest version of MetaMod and the 7163 source mode version as explained in the guide from GitHub. So now you have a running server. All you need to do is to um, now you can simply launch Steam. And then I recommend you to use the on interface. To do this, you go in properties and you use all game UI in the launch parameter here, like this, with a small and then you launch the game. Per online. You can check the LAN tab, should be there, or simply add the IP to the favorite, like this. It's the local IP, so the finishing by 29, and simply join it like this. And then the password should be 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Here you go. So you can connect your own server using custom ports, and you can see here if you check the, you can see clearly here server is working, and if you want to skip the intro, you can skip it. It's gonna lead you to the next map to see if the map seeker is working fine. As you can see, we are arrived. Uh, Here you go. You have a working server with password, but you can remove the password by, if you want to remove the password, you can just edit the server configuration file and make it public. And then once you're done, you can simply check again here um, that everything is working fine. can see here uh, we have the ports which are listening, so it's correct. We have the running server status, and we have the Steam master server status online using the custom game port here. And if you want to stop it, stop the server, simply do stop. I'm gonna stop the process. And here we go. So we have a working server that your friend can join with using a password or not, depending on what you choose. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.